14 it says, Andres has 81 dimes and quarters. So what are the coins? Dimes and quarters. Okay. Worth $13.50. How many of each kind of coin does he have? All right. It says write a linear system and solve by substitution. Okay. So I'm going to zoom in. And for this one, once again, I showed you how to make a table. If you don't want to make a table, that's fine as long as you write your system. But the table helps me get organized. So here we go. 3 lines down, 2 across. So the first one that they mention is what? Dimes. The second one is what? Quarters. And right here are total. Here is item. And what is the item? Coins. I know you know the answer because you did this at home, but you're doing this again with me here so we can practice, yes? Cost. The cost is in dollars. All right. Do we know how many dimes? No, so we label it D. Do we know how many quarters? No, that's Q. Do we know how many coins in total? 81. That is correct. Next, what's the cost of a dime? 0.10 D. Of a quarter? 0.25 Q. And what is the total cost in that, and where? That Andres has? That's $13.50. Let me zoom out. So, it says write a linear system. Do you guys see your system already? Yeah. D plus Q equals 81, and 0.10 D plus 0.25 Q equals 1350. And everybody's working on this one with me, yes? All right, it says solve by substitution. Uh-oh. What method have we been using for these? No, we've been solving by elimination. So check this out. Let me zoom in. For substitution, one of the two equations needs to be solved for one variable. Which is easier to solve, the top one or the bottom one? The top one. What variable do you want to leave alone, the D or the Q? D. All right, so we subtract Q from here to each side. So my new equation is D equals negative Q plus 81. Did everybody see what we did there? I went from here to here. Yes? All right. So what's my new system? My first system was these two. My new system, I no longer use this one. I'm going to use this one and this one. And I'm going to use substitution. So let's see. What is D, everyone? Negative Q plus 81. So on the first equation, instead of writing D, what do I write? Negative Q plus 81. Give me a second. Mr. Q. Hi. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to rewrite this equation right here. My equation is 0.10. Is everybody following? But instead of D, I'm going to open up a parentheses. What goes inside the parentheses? Negative Q plus 81, because that is D. Yes? What else do I bring down? The plus 0.25 Q. Joey, make sure you go to the YouTube channel to watch the awesome video. Equals to 1350. What did I just do? I substituted. That's why this is called substitution method. Yes? So what do I do here, everyone? Distribute. Distribute here, so that gives me negative 0.10Q plus 8.1 plus 0.25Q equals 1350. Are we there so far? All right. Line down the equal sign. Can I simplify this side? What do? Combine like terms, right? What is 0.25 minus 10? 0.15Q. Bring down the plus 8.1, and all that equal to 1350. Everybody's doing this one, right? Very good. From there, what do I do, everyone? Minus 8.1 minus 8.1. I'm going to put a 0 so it can be 8.10. There it is. So we're left with 0.15Q equals 5.40. You good, Connor, over there? Okay. What do we do at the end? Divide by 15, 0.15. Divide by 0.15. Q equals, we move this twice, so we end up with what? 540 divided by 15. So let's see. How many times does 15 fit into 54? 3. That's 45 to 54. That's 9. Bring the 0 up. How many times does 15 fit into 90? 6 times. Or you can do the long division. That's fine. Let me zoom out. All right. Which equation do you want to use? D plus Q equals 81? Okay. All right. So I'm going to bring this one down. D plus Q equals 81, but instead of Q, that's 36, equals 81, minus 36, minus 36. D equals 45. Are we done? No. Andres has 45 dimes and 36 quarters. 10Q. How are we doing with substitution method? Okay, good. All right, let's go to number 15. We good up to right there, yeah? Okay. What's that? Imagine that, putting that on a shirt and then signing it, bam. That will be my Q merch on my channel. Let's go. Let's go to number 15. Here we go. It says, write a linear system of equations to solve. A newspaper and 5 hot chocolates cost $17. 3 newspapers and 4 hot chocolates cost $18. How much does each newspaper and each chocolate cost? So let me zoom in. This one, label it number 15. You don't have to copy the word problem. I'm going to show you how to set it up. So they want us to set up a linear system. Look up, please. What are they talking about? Newspapers and hot chocolate. So what variable do you want me to use for newspaper? And how about for hot chocolate? C. Okay. So let's write our first equation. 1 newspaper, 5 chocolates for a total of 17. Tell your neighbor what the equation would be like for that one. Can you pick that up, Cooper, please? Thank you. Oh my goodness. Connor, what is our equation for this first one? N
plus C, no, 5C equals 17.
That is correct. Pass someone?
Cooper.
Cooper. What is our second equation if it's 3 newspapers and 4 hot chocolates for equal of 18? Three N 4 hot chocolates plus 4C equals 18. Hands if you agree that's our system of equations. Yes. Now on this one, they don't tell us to use any which method. Which method do you want to use for this one? Elimination. All right. Question. Look up. Which variable would be the easiest? Helena, look at it. Which one's closest to being eliminated? 5C and 4C. 3N, or this one has to be what? -3. That means what, everyone? That we need to multiply this one times what? -3. Distribute. That gives us -3N, -15C equals -51. Are we there so far?
Yes.
Okay. So therefore, we eliminate the n's. We're left with -11C equals, what is -51 plus 18? -33. Therefore, divide by -11, divide by -11, C equals 3. All right. Which equation should I use, everyone? N plus 5C equals 17, but instead of C, I'm going to substitute what value? 3, so it's 5 times 3 plus N equals 17. N plus 15 equals 17 minus 15 minus 15. N equals 2. So N stands for newspaper, C for hot chocolate. Are we done? No, we need our statement. The newspaper costs $2, comma, and the hot chocolate costs $3. Thank you. These are straightforward, right? We don't really need to make a table and label and stuff like that. Okay. What? Oh, I was doing the. Oh, let's go. We don't need to make a table and label. All right. Number 16. It says, write a linear system of equations to solve. Let's see. What kind of problem is this? A motorboat makes 48-mile trip in a river against the current in 4 hours and 3 hours to return to downstream. All right. Focus. 3 lines down. 1, 2, 3, 2 across. Have we been doing these on the warm-ups? Yeah, right? So rate times time equals distance. First thing I'm going to write is, do I do downstream the first one? Okay, downstream, upstream. Yeah, I always leave the first line will always be my plus. That's why I try to keep it consistent. Upstream is my minus. You're saying downstream? Yeah, if you're going downhill and you're running, what's it doing? Going faster. So that means the boat is being increased by the water speed. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine as long as you don't mix it up. Yeah. This one will be what? B minus W. So downstream, let's see. Upstream was 4 hours. Upstream is 4 hours. Downstream 3 hours, and the distance is the same for both. Yes. Yeah, some of you can leave it as C instead of writing W. C for current. Okay. So let's write our system. B plus W times 3 equals 48. B minus W times 4 equals 48. Are we there so far? All right. Let's see. What do I do from there? Justin. Helena, help him out. Divide by 3 both sides. That leaves us with B plus W equals 16. And everyone, what do we do with this one? Divide by 4. So it's B minus W equals 12. So here we go. So these cancel. Combine these. 2B equals 28. And lastly, divide by 2. B equals 14 miles per hour. And then I get the top equation, this one. B plus W equals 16. 14 plus W equals 16. Minus 14 minus 14. W equals 2 miles per hour. And you write your statement. The boat speed is 14 miles per hour, and the current speed is 2 miles per hour. 10 Q. So for tonight, not fortnight, I already uploaded part 1, which is problems numbers 1 through 13. If you want to watch those again, or wait for the second part and watch that. My suggestion, here's my suggestion. Some of you are struggling with some problems specifically. I'd rather you go to that problem, play it, copy it, do it by yourself. If you didn't get it right, watch the video again, copy it again, and do it again until you get it right. Good one, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Bye. All right, sorry, this is number 17. I'm going to go back. First we labeled, trying to find the perimeter and area. First we label all our sides first, all the little pieces. And then to find the perimeter, we add 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 4-sided figure, the only thing that's divided. So 4 sides are here. So we write each side and adding each side all the way through. Okay? So now we're combining. And we said 1x squared plus 5, that's how many? 6 plus 1 more, plus 1 more, 8 plus 5, 13 plus 1 more, so that's 14x squared. Plus, now we go with what? The x's. We got 2 here, plus 6, plus 2, plus 6. That's plus 16x. And lastly, we add the constants. What is 7 plus 3? Plus 7 plus 3 and this is in units. This is our what? Our perimeter. Hold on. We good with that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No, go ahead, Algebra. Oh, I see. Next, we're going to work on the area. To find the area, we need to find each of these areas, right? Okay, so watch. I'm going to zoom in. How do we find this area right here? 6x times what? X squared plus 7. So let's see. What is 6x times x squared? 6x cubed. Plus, what is 6x times 7? 42x. Okay, we're done with this little piece. Next, this one right here. What do we have? X squared plus 3 times what? X squared plus 7. All right, so let's see. What is, do we do distributive property in here? What is, I'm going to use distributive property. Here we go. What is x squared times x squared? Very good. X to the 4th. What is x squared times 7? 7x squared. Okay. Next. What is 3 times x squared? Plus 3x squared. Plus, what is 3 times 7? 21. Yes. And we can combine this in a little bit, right? When we get our, find the sum of the whole thing. Are we there so far? Okay, let's go to this section. Man, it's getting funner, huh?
More fun. Finish.
It's getting funner. Here we go. What is 6x times 5x squared?
30x cubed.
Cubed. Plus, what is 6x times 2x?
12x squared.
12x squared. Next, x squared plus 3 times 5x plus 2x, yes? All right, distributive property, here we go. What is 5x squared times x squared?
5x
To the 4th. What is 5x squared times 3? 15x squared. What is 2x times x squared?
2x
To the 3rd. And what is 2x times 3? 6x. Now that we have all the areas, what do?
Find it.
Add them all. Now that we have all this, we're going to combine everything. All right, so here we go. I'm going to start with the highest degree. Which is the highest degree?
4.
To the 4th. Here's 1. We have another.
Yeah.
Right here. So how many?
5x.
6x to the 4th. Next. What's the next degree down? 3. So we got 30 plus 2. How much is that?
32.
Plus 6. 38. And is there any other? No, that's it. So that's plus 38x cubed. X squared now, right? What is 7 plus 3? 10 plus 15 plus 12 plus 37x squared. No. X. How many x's do we have? We have 42 plus 6. What is that? Plus 48x. And our constant is 21. And for this one, we label it units squared. We just did.
No, X, well, X is.
We're not solving for it.
I know, what could you?
Yeah?
Does it take longer?
Yeah. It says find the perimeter. Here's the perimeter. And find the area. There's the area.
There would have to be very much.
No, right now it's just trying to see if you understand the computation of the whole thing. Okay, let's go to number 18. 18. Woo, that was fun, huh? Copy this one, number 18. Find the dimensions of the figure. Copy that. They give us a rectangle with the area of 3x squared plus 11x plus 6. All right. Well, we need to find the dimensions. What does that mean? We need to find a factor here and a factor here. The area model. But since we only have 3 pieces, how do we factor this? We've been doing this on the warm-ups. Is that correct? 3 times 6 is 18. 11 is the sum. What numbers multiply to give me 18? That Adam give us what? 9. 2 and 9? Therefore, I'm going to rewrite this. What is my first term? 3x squared. Instead of 11, what do I write?
2x plus 9x.
9x. Then you bring down the plus 6. Let's group this. These two. These two. GCF for these two is x. We're left with 3x plus 2. GCF for these two is 3. And we're left with 3x plus 2. So therefore, what are my factors? 3x plus 2 and x plus 3. Don't label it factors. On this one, you're going to label it dimensions. Yeah. You're done? Are we done so far? Okay, let's go to number 19. Let's look at this one from far away. Let's see. Bam, look at that. Yep. Put that on a shirt. Put BAM. Q merch on my channel. Yeah. Bam. Here we go. Copy this one, number 19. I know, right? Copy that one, number 19. Focus, focus. It says factor completely. (5x cubed minus 20x). All right. To factor completely means start checking to see if there's a GCF. So you neighbor the GCF for these two, please. 5x. That is correct. Let's see. If we took out the GCF for this one, the 5x, we're left with what?
X squared.
X squared. Yes, x squared. Be nice. And then minus 4.
Okay.
And how can we tell if it's correct? By checking. How do we check? You can distribute. It's 5x times x squared, 5x cubed. 5x times negative 4 is that negative 20.
Yes.
Yes. And those are my factors.
Okay.
Huh?
There's no.
No.
GCF.
Oh, yes. Look up. Look at this inside. Can we factor this inside one more step? Look at it. Don't say it out loud. Let me write it here. Yes, you can. That's called a difference of squares. Let's see. Square root of the first. Square root of the last. 2. If it's a difference, that means this is a x plus 2, x minus 2, and you bring down the BFS, 5x. And this is factors. So just be careful with this one. When you do the GCF first, double check inside to see if there's anything else you can do. If you can, do the next step. Yeah.
the maybe you get the result from the three, I remember. So, it's negative.
All right. So I uploaded part A of the study guide, which is numbers 1 through 13 today. Right now, I'm going to upload the second part, which is numbers 14 through 19. So revisit the problems that you need more help with, please. Daniel B. and Amaret, stay behind, please. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy your studying. See you guys, Molly. Bye.